We're starting today's episode at the new installation of the barge. I feel like I'm definitely bigging up this new quest thing too much just because it's taken me so long to make. So I've sort of started everything. I've got a payment chest and I've got some instructions. Unfortunately, it's still not ready. And that's why I'm worried that everyone will be too hyped for this and it won't meet people's expectations. But here we go. So it's going to cost 250 diamonds each because I keep adding to the prize pool. Grab yourself a partner and sign up for the ultimate quest. You will have to follow a series of clues and puzzles to reach the end, first with your team. The winner will receive a mega ultimate prize. Second place will get something too. Now I have started, I've done about 3 stages so far, and that's about it. So team 1, and you're not allowed, the sign-ups are not open yet. They're not open, but I got my first clue. So team 1 will start here, team 2 will start the other one, and they lead in different directions. They'll have to solve an individual clue, and it's all, I really want to take everyone through it, but unfortunately all it would take is someone to watch this video, and then all of a sudden the whole thing is spoiled. So again, it's something I'm working on, but I need to unfortunately keep it mega secret, otherwise the whole project's kind of spoiled. But what we are going to work on today is this, the dead space in the shopping district. So I've got myself a bunch of shulker boxes full of materials. I think I have everything together for my design. I'm probably going to run out of this block, mushroom stem. But I think we're pretty much ready to go. I've got a lot of stuff ready, and my plan is to build single-handedly the Mycelium HQ. I spent 2 days designing this thing, and I can't wait to get it in-game. Now, before we get into this design, ow, I have to give you fair warning, because it's a little bit strange. This design is nothing like I have ever built before. So I just want to say that now. I've never built anything like this ever before. It's a brand new style using very different blocks to what I'm used to. It's nothing like the original, so this base might be Marmite. You're either going to love it or you're going to hate it. So I think you've had fair warning. I'd love to get the opinions, but let's get into the time lapse because we need to start building this really big Mycelium headquarters. I've eaten my carrot, let's go. Okay, so, the moment of truth. What do you think? Do you love it? Or do you hate it? Like I said, this is nothing like I've ever built before. This is an organic build made up entirely of mushrooms, and I wasn't sure whether I wanted to commit to this design or not, just because 1, it was challenging, 2, it's something that I've never done before, and 3, it's definitely the Smurf castle. Okay, this is where the Smurfs live. But on the whole, I think from a technical building standpoint, it looks phenomenal. Whether or not this is the perfect base for the Mycelium resistance, I don't know. But I've lent into the mushroom thing and we've got ourselves a phenomenal looking headquarters. But of course, I want to know what you think. Oh dear, that doesn't sound good. That does not sound good at all. Okay, that's normal. That's normal. Everything is fine. Everything is okay. Oh no. We have to light this up quickly. If we don't light this up, it's going to be a nightmare for anyone that goes in here. Maui, why are you banging the gong? Oh, this is such a death trap in here. Don't mind me. My cat's just banging a gong. Whoa, we've got a disc. Oh, this is such a mess. I'm gonna die. Let's get this lit up, and then we can focus on fixing it. Okay, I think I've taken care of it. So the reason that this place is an absolute death trap for mob spawning is obviously because on the Mushroom Island, mobs don't spawn. Hostile mobs don't spawn at all. However, we are just off the coast, meaning all the mobs want to spawn anywhere but there, so they choose here. So let's replace the damage. A few seconds ago, you just heard the gong go off. That was because every now and again, Maui likes to sit on his bed, which is right next to me on the desk. And every now and again, he really likes to play with the little baton thing that you hit the gong with. And every now and again, he just sets it off. And it always catches me off guard, and it's always really funny. So I'm going to leave that in the video so you know what I have to go through every time I'm recording. Okay, I think it's pretty... I was just about to say that it's all safe in here, and it's totally not. Where did you spawn from? I feel like I cannot get enough lights in here. So there we go. The Mycelium HQ is officially built. I'm pretty proud of this build, and I'm kind of looking forward to seeing what everyone says about it. And I have to say, even though I designed and built this solo, the team actually helped massively to get together all the blocks for this. So I gathered quite a fair amount of it, you know, like the concrete and the terracotta, all of the other blocks, but they got together and they farmed up a bunch of the white stem and the mushroom blocks, because I don't know if you know, but this block is pretty unique. The mushroom stem, it's just a bit of a pain to actually farm. So now my goal is to actually get this in a place where we can actually have a meeting, because right now, yeah, it's not really meetingable. That's not a word, but I'm gonna use it. We need a meetingable place, and then when everyone is online, I'm probably gonna maybe make the floor out of brown mushroom. I think this is a good block to use. When everyone's online, we're going to... Well, there's no emergency meeting button. The first thing to do is tell Etho we need a new emergency meeting button, and we should get everyone together and go over some plans, because it's been a bit disruptive, actually. Since we lost the original base, we've been a little bit lost, so it's time to regroup, recalibrate, and figure out our next steps. So it's looking a little bit cleaner in here. All I'm going to do for now is make ourselves a quick table in the middle for us to have a temporary meeting place. There we go, we've got a table and a big old chair for Mother Spore. Now, the only thing that I feel like I really need to do in this base before we can have a meeting, and there's definitely not enough of my team online in order to have a meeting right now, but the last thing that I want to do is add, of course, the mycelium source block. I think it'd be cool just to have it hanging from the ceiling like this. There we go. And we are done. I think we've got enough of a base now to have a proper meeting. This has a very, very different feel to the original base. It's more grungy and kind of dark and sinister because of, I think it's just because of like the mushroom blocks. Before it was made of quartz, which makes it seem much more modern. I kind of like it. It just needs quite a lot of tidying up, which I'm hoping someone will volunteer to do, because I have spent many hours on this now, and there's something that I desperately want to show you that I've been working on in the background. So this is where we're probably going to leave this headquarters for now, until I can get enough people online to have a little meeting to discuss our next steps. And also, hopefully someone will make a door, because this is not appropriate. So what I want to show you, and I know I've said this several times, that I didn't want to spoil the barge quest. These are the two things I've got going on in my life at the moment. Mycelium headquarters, barge. Those are the two things. So I have to show you something pretty cool. So I said that I didn't want to spoil this, and I'm not going to read out the clues and the riddles and stuff so that they can do it ahead of time, but I do want to show you something really cool I've been working on. And I will request that the hermits don't look at my video, particularly this one, if they don't want spoilers. So, one of the clues, somewhere along the line, is going to lead you behind my mansion. And if you go behind my mansion, looking very finished if you ask me, you can fly just over here and you see this white concrete box. And it's not meant to look like anything cool to look at, but this is part of the quest that I have been working on. Now, this is like maybe stage 4, I think, of the whole quest. Now, what you have to do is you have to take you and your partner inside each room. So each room is going to be absolutely identical, okay? So they go in, and then they are presented with a challenge. They have to come in and they have to read the clues. So 2 woods that make up the best shop in the shopping district. And I think we all know which shop that is. It's the Barge. A quick remembering will lead you to know that there is both spruce, not very much spruce, admittedly, and dark oak. So if you both stand on that or put an item, you open up this door. Okay? And then it says, find the matching button and press them at the same time. So I'm hoping that they're going to work together on this and not use the items. But it is also very possible to get stuck in here, which is hilarious. If they're not careful, they will get soft locked and end up stuck in the dungeon, and I'll have to come and rescue them. And that will cost them valuable time. You may have also noticed there's a little secret sign there. A little secret sign. I won't tell you what it says. So you have to press both this button and the matching button in here at the same time to open the next door. And then if you go in here, there's a lever. Press the lever and you open up this. So this is the sort of thing that I'm working on, these little puzzle rooms, to try and get something very unique going for the Barge quest. So that's just the first room. Now, I actually am having a bit of trouble figuring out what to do for this room. So I thought, okay, we've done a little bit of a brain teaser. Why don't I give them a more skill-based challenge? And then I thought, why not use the surrounding land to my advantage? Gonna do a B-dubs now. Gotta shreep. First try. The bed race is no fun when B-dubs isn't online. Okay, so my idea here is something that I actually need to test. So I'm thinking for this challenge, the door here at the end, these 2 pistons will be powered, blocking the entrance, okay? This is not the reward, but this is going to be the next clue. Man, this thing is going to be extremely long. I think this is going to be half an episode, and I think if I hurry up, I can have this whole thing done by next episode, and hopefully we'll get enough people to sign up and record it, because it's going to be a lot of fun. So, here's what I'm thinking for this last challenge, and I don't think that the other hermits are going to watch this video, so hopefully this remains a secret. I'm kind of relying on people not to spoil this, because it's, if they know how to do this, they're going to breeze through it, and that's not really my intention. So I'm thinking this one is a shooting challenge, and I wanted to just give it a quick test. So I'm going to use this, which is something that I don't think people use very often. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do is place a redstone torch here and have it power those pistons all the way over there. And I'm going to have several of these dotted around, and they will have to remove all of them to remove the power from those pistons. Hopefully that makes a bit of sense. But I just need to test whether it's actually possible to hit these targets from all the way over here. How challenging is it? Come on. We got this. I can't actually see where it ends up. Oh, there we go. Big boom. That was amazing. That was a good shot. And it did do a little bit of damage around it, but it didn't destroy the... See, this is why we test, people. Look at this. The torch, not destroyed. So it may need to be like this, so that the blast radius actually catches it and destroys the torch. Man, I'm so glad I tested this. Otherwise, we would have ended up with an absolute failure of a task. Now, I've only got 7 of these things. They're quite expensive to make, so I'm going to do 3 on each side. So I've only got 2 more to test with. Can I get this first time? Boom! Nailed it, and it also nailed the torch. Okay, that is a really good sign. So 1, 2, and then maybe 1 really a bit further away, like over here. I just need to... The problem is I need to make sure that these are possible. So I may need another testing one. Right, there we go. I probably could have tested this with something less expensive than an end crystal. I think they even added target blocks, so I could have done that. Right, so we got 3 targets that we got to get. That's definitely possible, right? Boom. Okay, wicked. It's absolutely possible. So now all I've got to do is link this up with a bit of redstone, and I think this will be absolutely perfect. So in theory, this is what happens. They destroy the crystal, that gets destroyed, and it powers off. But they obviously have to get all 3 crystals with their bow and arrow in order to do this. Hopefully they won't go and examine this too hard. I'm going to be here during the actual thing. So, you know, I'm going to be here to tell them 2 in here, 2 in here. It's going to be quite a fun interactive quest where I'm seriously involved in it. So, yeah, they shouldn't touch any of this stuff. Right, now I'm going to go and copy all of this stuff over to the other side and get this part of the quest, which is one of the larger parts, I must admit. This is more complicated than I originally intended, but I need to copy it over to this side, and then I think the barge quest will be very close to being finished. After a couple of hours, I have completed this section of the barge quest. This is all you guys are going to get spoiled. You're going to have to wait for the next episode, or maybe even the one after that, to find out what happens in the exact thing. I've replicated, hopefully, roughly the same locations for the ender crystals over here, so it should be a pretty fair game. I've tried to make each pathway for the 2 different teams different, but the same difficulty, which is always a challenge, but nonetheless, we are done here, so now it's time to head back to the shopping district, where I actually had a word with Impulse from the Mycelium Resistance team, and he's interested in the offer I made last episode. So we're going to go and talk to him and see what he has to say. Oh my goodness. My elytra just broke at the most convenient time. That could have been terrible. Now, I put down an offer for a fair amount of diamonds to try and acquire this land here, because if I can get this, it means the barge can expand quite a lot. Because I already own, like, all this land around here, but not this and not this. So, let's see if Impulse is there. Impulse. Psst. Impulse. Psst. Impulse. Psst. Impulse. Psst. 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 Impulse. Impulse, are you there? Impulse. Impulse. Impulse.
Can I help you? I was just in here checking my latest profits of this shop, man.
Yeah,
I don't know if you've noticed, but
yeah, I've been a customer recently. So I wanted to talk to you about this offer, right? Because you sent me a message saying you wanted to chat.
Yeah, I saw this a while ago. I've really been pondering whether or not I want to accept this. It looks like there's about 90 diamonds in this chest. And I don't know if you noticed, but I've already moved this shop 1 time this season.
Oh,
and
that's
so
right. I mean, I'd move it for you. I'd move it. I'd happily move it.
You would move it for me. But I don't know if there's any... You see, I got this spot because it's a prime location, which I think is why you want it, right? So close to Town Hall.
I want to expand the barge.
Yeah, so I don't know if I'm willing to move it again. So I was thinking maybe we could strike a different kind of deal, right? Now, you just saw I'm making a lot of profits in there. I drive a lot of traffic into this shop. What if my shop was actually inside the barge?
Not
the
giant
customers.
guardian. Not the giant guardian.
No, I don't have to build I don't want to build the guardian again. I'm trying to get out of this. But maybe just a little corner of the barge that I could just sell my stuff, and then you know what I mean?
Barge company and partners. I could make a little,
Are you open to partnership?
Make a little impulse corner where you can buy all your impulse goods. Dude, I like that. I like that.
We could even name it Impulse Buys, and I could put other random stuff in there maybe.
It's too... I can't... Now that you said that, it's too good. It's too... That impulse buys. That's amazing. I have loads of space to fill. I am well up for that. If you give me this space, I will make impulse buys a thing.
Okay. Excellent. Let's do it. That's much better than me rebuilding this and finding another plot. I still get the 90 diamonds though, right? Even though we're partners?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. Okay. And for rent, do I need to rent the space from you? Am I monthly fees? What do you want to do there?
Profit share or something along the lines?
Profit share. We can come up with something. We'll make it work. But I think we're going to be driving some more traffic into your barge anyway.
Oh, that's amazing. I'm well up for this. So, have you also seen what I've done over yonder with the Mycelium headquarters? The brand new one. The one that hasn't been discovered because everyone knows where it is.
Already?
Yeah.
You've already done something.
Yeah.
You work fast, my friend.
Come.
Oh my goodness.
I need to show someone before I explode.
Okay. Wow. I have not seen this.
It's
I don't know how I
mushroomy.
haven't. It's very mushroomy. Oh my gosh. Wait, that island didn't exist. Did you build that entire island?
I built everything. Everything.
Whoa.
So this is what I needed all those mushroom blocks for.
Yeah, I am super impressed.
Ta-da.
This is amazing. It's huge.
There's no interior yet. I'm hoping to get the team together and kind of show it all off and get some help on certain things. But this is what we got so far.
This is great, man. This is so good.
And I was wondering, you know, kind of what we went through over in Hetland. We kind of got destroyed, and I was wondering, like, can we defend this in a similar manner?
I don't know. I mean, it's a lot easier to defend an underground base.
You think you need some redstone help?
Well, I mean, yeah, we got some decent members of the team. Etho and I could probably do a lot, but protecting a base this size, I think we might need some help.
We'll call in the big guns.
I think we should.
I'm thinking we call in the man himself, the man that goes so overboard that you will never get out of here alive. Do you know what I mean?
There's only one person that could do that.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
Yeah. I think we need to call in Doc. I think we don't even need to message him, right? I'm just thinking we just put a signal in the sky like Batman, and he shall come. Yeah. He shall arrive.
Yes,
and
exactly.
We just leave him some instructions. He's gonna make this place so impenetrable that we don't even have to worry. Although we may not be able to use it ourselves, but I think part of the fun.
Yeah. No one goes over the top like the goat himself. So let's call him in, man.
All right. Let's make like a Doc symbol or a goat in the sky.
Yes, that is true. He is the goat.
I think a goat would be a lot easier. Okay, let's do a goat in the sky, like made out of glass. Try and make it look like a signal. Are you ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
All right, let's go. We need to get some glass and stuff. I think that making a giant glass thing, making a bat signal, not easy. Not easy at all. This, as you probably saw from the time-lapse, this messed with my head so badly. Because from this angle, it looks correct. It looks absolutely spot on. From up here, I've got to say, it doesn't look right at all. I had to, in my head, flip it upside down and backwards to get this right, and it took several attempts, but in the end we did it. I also thought it looked a bit weird floating in the air with absolutely nothing between it, so I made a rather wobbly beam of light that slowly spreads over. I mean, this isn't gonna hopefully be here forever, so it will be removed at some point, I'm sure. But look, it's the goat signal. It's time for Doc to come and help us defend the headquarters, if he's interested, of course. Left him a little message. Goat, we need to protect the Resistance HQ. Will you join us? I think that's about as simple as it gets. It's not very defensible at the moment, so hopefully he's got some, I don't know, blaze turrets or some destruct thing that will destruct the whole server. I don't know what redstone people do these days. I'm pretty sure you can make stuff that just destroys everything. Right, so that has been it for today's episode. We have had a chock full episode of Barge Quest, Mycelium headquarters built, Goat, and we actually have a partner in the barge. That was a very unexpected twist. I love the idea of an impulse buy section. The name is amazing. I can't turn something like that down. You know I love a good pun. So, there we are. What an episode. And I shall see you in the next one. Goodbye.